This is Blue Gold News Now, your spot for current events, campus news, and everything in between. Now live from Towers Studio, it's BNN with your hosts, Alex Rubio and Marissa Day.
Good evening, I'm Alex Rubio.
And I'm Marissa Day.
Coming up tonight, we sit down with our TV10 graduating seniors.
We take a sneak peek into the brand new Sonnentag Center.
And your BNN Blitz update on the world of blue gold athletics.
But first, an update on the construction of the Eau Claire Transit Center. The Eau Claire Transit Center first broke ground shortly after the COVID-19 pandemic in 2021. Located centrally in downtown Eau Claire at the corner of Main Street and South Farwell Street, the transit center underwent major delays in construction after rising building costs caused the first developer to drop out of the project. Now, with the new developer in tow, construction is set to resume this summer with the goal of a grand opening in the fall of 2025. While the residential portion may take until the fall of 2025 to reach completion, the developer Merge LLC has stated that the transit portion could be completed and in use sooner, opening the area to bus traffic and to allow for pedestrian traffic safety. The goal of the project is to provide a better experience for bus drivers and commuters, along with bringing more housing opportunities to the Eau Claire community with the construction of 88 studio, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom apartments.
This is it, everyone. Graduation is a little more than a week away. With this being said, there are some important details to be informed about. A rehearsal for the final graduation will be held in the Zorn Arena on Friday, May 17th, and will last around 45 minutes each. For the College of Business, you will begin promptly at 1:45 p.m. For the College of Arts and Sciences, you will begin at 2:30 p.m. Finally, for the College of Education and Human Sciences, as well as the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, you will begin at 3:30 p.m. This is a practice ceremony that is not mandatory, but is encouraged in order to know exactly what the real ceremony will entail. With that out of the way, moving on to the actual ceremony, the real graduation ceremony will be held Saturday, May 18th. For guests, seating will begin 60 minutes prior to the event, and all guests, including children or infants, must have a ticket for entry. If you have yet to pick up your tickets, do so immediately. If you are picking your tickets up last minute, the service center at the Davies will be open on May 18th from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. For guests without a ticket, the Woodland Theater on the 3rd floor of the Davies Center will be showing a live broadcast of the ceremony. And for those guests who won't be able to be on campus, you can find a live broadcast on the UW-EC YouTube channel, Facebook page, or on the UW-Eau Claire website.
Coming up after the break, a sneak peek of the new Mayo Clinic Science and Health Sciences building.
And a reminder about mental health and finals week. Up next, we take a look at the upcoming Sciences and Health Sciences building here at UW-EC.
BNN reporter Samantha Burnett has the story.
According to WEAU, on Monday, April 29th, the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents approved a lease for Mayo Clinic. With this lease, Mayo will occupy space on all 5 floors of the new Science and Health Sciences building here at UW-EC. This lease is good for 30 years and gives Mayo 10,000 square feet of the 330,000 square foot building. It's said that Mayo has committed $13.7 million to the $340 million project. The new building will replace Phillips Hall, making room for a wide variety of sciences ranging from chemistry to anthropology and so much more. I spoke with Noah Woodruff, a student here at UW-EC, who is double majoring in math and physics, and got their opinion on the new science building.
I really hope that it gets finished in time before I graduate, because I'm really looking forward to seeing all the new additions and everything that it has to offer.
If you are interested in learning more about the new science building, you can look up the new science building on UW-EC's website. For BNN, I'm Samantha Burnett. Back to you, Alex and Marissa.
Thanks, Sam. So how about that science building, Alex? I mean, how fun that Mayo is contributing directly to that project.
Honestly, I was really excited to hear about that. That's a lot of new funding that I really think will jumpstart the project again. I was honestly really surprised when I saw the fences down. I'm like, oh, are they going to do something with it finally?
Yeah.
So,
I'm
it's
curious to
pretty
see what ends up happening, and that's something you probably won't see right on campus, right, because you're graduating.
I'll go to Google Maps and take a look from there.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty exciting,
This spring marks the final graduation ceremony to be held at historic Zorn Arena, with future graduation ceremonies and other events set to take place in the brand new Sonnentag Center. The Sonnentag Fieldhouse and Event Center will host its grand opening this coming fall of 2024, bringing with it a whole host of new opportunities for sports and entertainment at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Along with the 81,300 square foot field house featuring a 100-yard artificially turfed field, the Sonnentag Center will also be home to the UW-Eau Claire Center for Health and Well-Being, offices for Blue Gold Athletics, an event center capable of hosting up to 5,000 guests, and offices for Blue Gold Athletics once again. Along with the state-of-the-art facilities and amenities, sustainability will also play a major factor in the construction of the Sonnentag Center, including the use of geothermal wells to heat and cool the facility without the use of fossil fuels, reduced indoor and outdoor water consumption, over 2,500 native plantings to landscape, and LED lighting throughout the facility. For more information on the Sonnentag Center ahead of its grand opening, visit the UW-Eau Claire website.
With finals coming up, papers coming due, and projects and deadlines coming closer, it's important to take time to rest and maintain mental health. Now, I usually do a piece about this every year, and that's because it's so important. So, let's go over some essential tips to keep yourself as stress-free as possible. While papers and deadlines are coming up, late-night study sessions and all-nighters can take a toll on your mental state. Make sure to get proper rest, don't skip meals, and stay hydrated while studying. Without these essentials, you won't be at your strongest for the assignments ahead. Also ensure that you are taking breaks, especially from screens and other types of media. Take a walk, go play some volleyball, or honestly, take a nap in the sun. If cats get to do it, so should we. Also, reach out to family members if you're feeling overwhelmed or overworked. Remember that your mental health is more important than a letter in your gradebook. And with these being some of the last few days to spend time with friends on campus, make sure to have some fun in these upcoming weeks. And take both your health, physically and mentally, seriously. All of us here at BNN would like to wish you all out there the best of luck on your final assignments. So, excited for finals? I feel like that's probably an obvious answer, but...
I mean, I think I have a pretty easy finals week. I've got a couple of actual exams, but we really don't have final exams for choir or for Bob Bradovich's class, which is really nice.
Yeah, I know CJ department is usually pretty simple for finals, but I know there are a lot of people out there who have a hectic last week, where it's just papers and presentations and everything, all one after another. So
yeah.
I feel like it's really important to just take some time to just relax from some of that. And while I know it can be stressful to think about taking time for yourself, it's definitely important.
Well, right, and I love that you've brought this up. Ever since we were starting as co-hosts, I think it's been cool to see you kind of do that sort of segment with talking about mental health and bringing light to mental health. So, I think people definitely will appreciate that, and it's a good reminder for everybody.
Exactly. All right.
Well, BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blue Gold Athletics.
Get ready for the ultimate variety experience. Handful is here to shake up your evenings with non-stop entertainment. From jaw-dropping performances to hilarious comedy sketches, Handful has something for everyone. Join us for the wild ride every week, filled with laughter, surprises, and unforgettable memories. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Handful.
Thank you, Alex and Marissa. Good evening. My name is Ellie Albrecht. This is the last week before finals, and then summer break will be starting. I hope everyone has a wonderful summer this year because it looks like it is starting early when it comes to weather. As you can see, today's temperature in Eau Claire was a high of 64 with a low of 35, perfectly sunny and a good day to be outside. Now looking at today's forecast around the upper Midwest, it is all in the 60s and 70s. Minneapolis and Red Wing had highs reaching 65, with Bloomington even higher at 71. Lake City, Menominee, and Eau Claire all had highs of 64 today, and Chippewa Falls at the lowest with 63. If you look at the next 7 days, there won't be as much rain as last week, but unfortunately, that doesn't mean there won't be any at all. There will be a little bit of rain coming down on us Friday night, with scattered rainstorms estimated to happen throughout the day next Tuesday. As for temperatures, we will slowly be going more permanently into the warm weather. Up until Saturday, we will have highs in the 60s, but starting Sunday, our highs will be constantly in the low 70s. Low temperatures will be going as low as 35 today and as high as 51 this coming up Monday through Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me for weather this semester. I'm Ellie Albrecht. Back to you, Alex and Marissa.
Thanks, Ellie. BNN Blitz is back with this week with more Blue Gold sports updates.
Over to you, David and Eli.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm your host, David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis, bringing you your weekly recap of Blue Gold sports action. May 3rd and 4th, UW-Eau Claire track competed in the WIAC championships. The women's team earned a second-place finish with 169.75 points, while the men's team placed third with 120.5 points. The Blue Golds received top first-team all-conference performances from Tommy Mesnick in the javelin at 56.69 meters, Yaka Pakui in discus at 52.89 meters, Laura Bertrang in the javelin at 39.82 meters, and Kayla Benke in the discus at 45.86 meters. The men's team took second in the 4x100 and 4x400 in the second team all-conference. The Blue Golds, preparing for the NCAA championships, traveled to La Crosse on May 10th to compete in the UW Lacrosse Open.
The women's lacrosse team ends their first year in the WIAC with a successful season. The Blue Golds beat the University of River Falls Falcons on May 4th, 12-11, securing the third place in the WIAC. The Blue Golds also had 8 players receive all WIAC recognition. Reagan Werner was named the all WIAC first team, which is the first time in team history. Alexandria Shea and Lily Zygowicz earned spots on the all WIAC second team. Zygowicz shattered the program record for assists in a single season with 49. Samantha Burns, Devin Cruz, Ruby Pazorski, Alexi Romanelli, and Victoria Shea all received honorable mentions. Emma Trischler acted as representative for the all-sportsmanship team. They ended their season with a 12-5 overall record, going 3-3 in conference.
For the second time in 3 years, UW-Eau Claire Women's Club Rugby is the D2 National 7 Collegiate Rugby Champion. On their way to a championship, the Blue Golds faced 2 Division I schools in Temple University and Syracuse. In the semifinals, Temple got out to a quick start, going up 10-0 in the first 3 minutes, until the Blue Golds responded by scoring 15 straight points en route to a championship berth. The Blue Golds would then face Roger Williams, who had won the year previous. Eau Claire would dominate, winning 22-5 with the help of 5 different scorers. The Blue Golds capped on an extremely successful season, as they were also the D2 Collegiate Rugby Champions in the 15th season in the fall. Congrats to the women's rugby team on an extraordinary year.
On May 1st, UW-EC softball took on UW River Falls, taking both games, winning each game 1-0. The pitching staff in the first game, led by Jocelyn Hancock and Lauren Chaudier, allowed just 4 hits and 2 walks in 7 shutouts innings. In the second game, a first-inning RBI single from Haley Hagendorn was the only run support the Blue Golds needed. Pitcher J.C. Schultz had a complete shutout performance, allowing just 3 hits on 72 pitches. In the home series against UW-Oshkosh, the pitching wasn't able to hold up, as the Blue Golds were swept 1-6 and 4-10. In the 1-6 loss, freshman Nora Kutnick hit a solo home run. That home run is the first in her collegiate career. May 9th, the Blue Golds will face UW-Whitewater in the WIAC Championship Tournament in Oshkosh, and will look to survive and advance. That's all for the World Blue Gold Sports. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis. Back to you, Alex and Marissa.
Thanks, David and Eli.
Well, the semester is over, and that means graduation is just around the corner.
That's right, Alex. And, I think this is where we say goodbye because you're just about ready to graduate.
I think it's time for me to pass on the torch to a new host who will be joining you next semester.
Well, exactly. Without further ado, I would like to introduce my brand new co-host. She might be a familiar face here at BNN, but this is Samantha Burnett. Welcome to the set.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm excited.
I'm
Glad
so
to be
excited.
here.
It's
Yes.
going to be so fun to work together, and we're going to
Yes.
miss Alex here around here for sure, but, it's awesome to have, somebody brand new on set, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun together.
Yes, I think it's going to be really great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, your first kind of duty as co-host now, we're going to conduct an interview with our graduates. We have 6 graduating seniors from TV10, which is so exciting. So everybody's here. Why don't we go down the line and have everybody introduce yourselves and tell us what you do, in TV10 during your time here. What, maybe your most notable role or your favorite thing that you've done here at TV10. We can start anywhere. Right up here.
Hello, I'm Dorothy, and at TV10 I have been a part of ad team and stream team, and a lot of people don't know this, but I had been on creative team for a little bit.
The lore is coming out.
Hey, I'm Jordan. I was game show host and programmer, game controller if you saw me out on the field. So, yeah. I'm around.
I'm Alex Rubio. I did. Wow. I did BNN. BNN co-hosting.
Most awesome co-host.
Hi, from over here.
I'm Ellie. I was the reporter and weather girl for BNN as well. That's it.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I was on ad team and I directed a couple shows, including BNN.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Katie. I have been a BNN reporter, a BNN host, and I am now the station manager.
Awesome. Well, we've got some really awesome folks around here who've done a lot for our station here on TV10. But Sam, why don't you give them the next question?
All right. With the semester graduation coming fast, many friends will be saying goodbye to friends, students to teachers, and coworkers to coworkers. What would you say that you're going to miss most about being a Blue Gold?
Anybody can start.
Not the parking.
You stole mine. That was what I was gonna say. I think that's one of the later questions too.
Already.
Miss about being a Blue Gold. Definitely TV10. I'm definitely gonna miss this crew and being here every Wednesday and all of like the meetings and everything. But also just relatively or recently, like the campus. It is actually a pretty nice campus if you go outside, which I hadn't for my first year here. So they have like nice trails. The river is beautiful, and just like sitting outside for lunch is just so nice. So I'm definitely gonna miss like the connection that UW-EC has to nature for sure.
We can go to you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna miss the classroom environment the most, which is like very controversial. But like I grew up homeschooled, so going to class is actually very fun, and it's like cool to be around people when I'm learning, and it's kind of interesting. And also the campus. It is voted the most beautiful campus in Wisconsin.
That would explain it.
Well, besides for TV10, I'm going to miss B&B. I was a part of it all 4 years as a trombone, so that was a lot of fun. And I definitely want to come back and see some games from the other side, since I haven't gotten to do that yet.
I'm definitely going to miss just like being in such close proximity to all my friends, like a couple houses away or like a couple blocks away. Probably what I'll miss the most.
I'm going to miss just the life that I've built here. The things that I go off and do out off campus with, whether that's with the running community or with my religious friend group, and how I don't have that connection back home right now yet. So we're going to have to build that. But so it's going to be sad to leave so we can start that next step.
Honestly, probably just connections. I think that this campus is really good for connections. I think that, you know, not only with like personal connections, but also professional. I think that I'm probably going to miss that network the most. And me and my professors were kind of buds. At least I like to think so. So that's going to suck to not have like a boss that I can like mess around with all the time. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe though.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of really amazing things, you know, that have affected you as Blue Golds. But, you know, we kind of hinted at this with parking, but if you can make, you know, if you could talk to campus officials, anybody on campus, and you're like, this is one improvement, something we need to fix, change on campus, what is your take on that? What do we need to improve on campus?
Everybody goes for the
ADA
mic.
compliance in the dorms. Right now, it's if you have any mobility restrictions, you can't get up that hill. I know we have the conveyance van and the buses, but that's not good enough.
Yeah. And the buses have been weird this semester, for sure.
Also, allergy zone. So many people with allergies can't eat in our dining hall. We need to fix that.
Those are two big ones for sure.
You know, I think that this is probably the most important thing, but I think that kind of going off what you said, I think that our campus just sometimes needs to work on accountability, listening to the students that they have. You know, I think that it's really easy to get into a hierarchical system very quickly where the people up top are making the bigger decisions, and I think that there should definitely be something where students should have more of a say than I think what they are given, and maybe listen to more, especially when it comes to things like potentially like protesting the things that they want to do. So
just one parking garage. Just anywhere. Just one parking garage. Just like take down the entire Towers field. We don't need volleyball. We don't need to be able to lay out there. Just
Hot
one
take.
parking. One parking garage anywhere. We don't need the new science building. Do 2 parking garages. Like just a parking garage. You know, that's what I'm just saying. That's it. I yield my time.
I agree with the parking garage. I was actually going to say that too. Parking ramp, parking garage, or what, same thing. I think they need to lower tuition back to the normal price that it was a year ago. Also, I saw that the For Real machine was broken this afternoon in Davies.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
They need to fix that permanently.
These are the important things.
I also think they should improve dining because it's not great on upper campus. While I don't eat there anymore, I did for 2 years, and it just wasn't
There's a reason why you only ate there for 2
Bring
years.
back the ice cream machine in Hilltop.
We had an ice cream machine?
Yeah, who had an ice cream machine?
If you were a 2020
Fix it.
incoming, you never had the ice cream machine. If you were, if you
for like a semester, and it was always broke. But
A
hey,
freshman
it
year?
existed. No, like sophomore year.
but like if you didn't live on campus.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
sorry. I guess I'm just bitter I didn't have the ice cream machine.
Ice cream machine. Fix it. Apparently.
Bring it back.
Well, first of all, I agree with what you said about accountability and what you said about accessibility, but I'm going to give more of a silly answer. We need to get people out of the bike lane on the bridge. If you are walking in the bike lane, move it. I don't want to have to yell at you to move. You should already move. And read the ground sign. Thank you.
Can you have what is it called? Road rage as a biker? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
You're still on the road. It's just a lot more vocal because you're not in a car.
That's true. No, I'm not like, I'm not yelling and being mean. I just don't want to have to yell, on your left.
Katie
like,
clicking her
Katie,
little bike
that's why
bell
you
in
get
the
a
bike
bell.
lane.
Yeah.
Oh, better lose it, pal. It's Katie and her bike. Look out for Katie biking, guys.
Literally.
Wherever she goes, wherever she ends up, watch out.
Aggressive biker.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. So you guys talked about how you thought the campus was really pretty. Where is your favorite place to study on campus or just relax?
I mean, I'm just gonna say it right now. I worked in the library for the entire time I've been here, and it's not there. I would prefer to be in my own space. Like, I personally like being in my own space. I mean, I live in Chancellor's right now / the Priory. I live both places. Don't worry about it. But I like it there. I like to kind of just like chill, hang out with my friends if I'm studying and doing things. Probably not the best option because I don't really do my stuff, but I mean, the distractions are wonderful.
Kind of hopping off of that, Schofield, the TV10 studio is like my favorite place to study. If I want to actually get anything done, it's definitely in my own room because we don't get anything done when we're trying to study in there. It's just all the time just talking, and it's fun, but it's like I don't get anything done. I think I wrote like a page of like a 4-page paper in like 3 hours when I was there once, so not a lot of productivity.
Oh. Yeah, I used to get a study room at the McIntyre Library a lot, and then I got a $10 fine for going over the time limit. So after that, my room, that's probably the best place. Yeah.
I would say when it's not nice out, which is most of the time. My living room with my roommates, or if it is nice outside, Towers Field.
In the library, like I feel like the most consistent place I've studied over the past couple years is first floor of the library by all the windows, like by the main entrance where they have like those tall tables. Or also studying in Einstein's has been very good memories with me and some friends, just like literally getting no work done at all. But it is fun.
Yeah, if I need to do stuff, I gotta do it in the library. I can't do it in my dorm. I can't do it in the TV10 workspace. So I really like those like hexagonal desks that are at like the angle with the computers, because you get all this like space to spread all your documents out while typing away. So it's the greatest system for me.
Awesome. Okay. Our next question is, what is your best memory on campus? This could be a TV10 memory too, but it's up to you. Whatever comes to you. 4 years plus of memories is a long time, so take your time.
Mine has been in these last few weeks, actually. And it's not really like a favorite memory, but I've been like running in the woods recently, like just taking runs. Lee has been joining me. I've been like playing games with Addison. We've been trying to get through Baldur's Gate. That's not going to happen. We tried. But no, I think it's just been, honestly, just these last few weeks have all just been kind of like a blur together of like my favorite few moments. And it's just definitely been like one of those moments where it's like you're just driving the car and you're like, all right, well, this is kind of it. And, I don't know, last few weeks for me, for sure, have just been some of my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I'll piggyback off of that. I think, I could say something that's like bigger or whatever, but I mean, honestly, I feel like the most important moments are like times that I've been spending with my friends, especially like Violet, Dylan, hanging out with them. We like make dinners together. We get to like, we listen to like the entire Taylor Swift album, and that was crazy. That was a good night. Running through the hallways of Chancellor's when we probably shouldn't be. That's another one. So no, just those I think are the most important things for me, is just being able to remember that I was here with them. So.
Yeah, the moments that always make me smile in those such busy days of class and all the other activities are the small little moments walking between things, especially like when you see the wildlife. I know like a week ago there was like 3 deer up at the top of the hill, and like they were like right there, and it was so cool. Or like feeding the ducks like in fall of 2020 when we couldn't eat our food anywhere inside of the dining halls, and just giving them like the breadsticks was, even though you're not supposed to feed ducks bread, frozen peas are better, but like that little moment. Or earlier today, like I helped a turtle cross the road. Why was a turtle there? I don't know, but it was there.
I believe the question is, why did the chicken cross the road? I believe.
There are a lot of good memories that I have. Specifically, there's one like when I moved into the dorms, like my first day of like being at Blue Gold, and like I met my best friends, but I know they were like gonna be my best friends at that point. And then also, like a few months later, there was like a tornado warning, and it was like raining outside like a lot. And then I remember what we were doing. We were sprinting somewhere like outside to get something, or I don't remember what we were doing. And then I ran into like my friends from high school. I didn't know that he was gonna be a Blue Gold, and ever since then,
we've kept, like, we're friends. Like, I didn't know he was going to be there. So it was just super random and fun. And that was probably, like, one of the things that, like, stuck out the most. And then other memories I just can't talk about. But it was a good lesson.
Oh, wait, what?
I've had a lot of good memories with my roommates, who have been my roommates the past couple years. I think it was last semester where we binge watched, I think, 27 episodes of the Hunter x Hunter anime in our living room. So we brought like a mattress out and a mattress topper and just sat there for like 12 hours. That was so much fun.
It's the best way to watch a show.
Yeah, just like I have so many good memories like living with friends. Like the other night, Sunday night, my roommates and I were all sitting around talking about who's the fastest. And then we just like went out in the street and raced. Which is like I just like won't be able to do that stuff again. Like I'll be living with at home with my family, so like living with friends, like I just have so many good memories doing that stuff.
Amazing.
Well, the next question is, what are your goals? What's next after college?
What is next after college?
Yeah, this is a big one.
I can go first. I got into grad school
Oh my
for
gosh.
Arizona University,
Woohoo!
Arizona State, for criminology. So I'm doing that. I'm moving to Zimbrota, Minnesota, and I am going to be working at the Hope Coalition as the outreach and family and child abuse advocate.
That's amazing. No, that's really cool. Best
Thank
of luck.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, right? Gas you up a little bit before you leave.
I'll be headed to Oshkosh. Going to be looking for a job, and I'm going to be living with one of my friends from back home. So not too much of like a solid plan, but I know where I'm going to be ending up next year, and then hopefully getting a job in that area.
Really cool.
I also am still looking for work, but I'm going to be heading back to the Twin Cities, and hopefully I can find some different clubs around the community to join as well. Maybe a cycling club. Who knows? We'll find out.
I was going to switch it up and get my master's in education. But then, like, recently I realized that, like, I don't know if I want to do teaching. And I want to keep my journalism degree and, like, kind of pursue something other than, like, broadcast, which I've been in for, it's just realized it's not something I want to do. So I'm going into PR and marketing, and I might be moving to Menominee to take up a job there to be an assistant director. So
That's really exciting, Ellie.
I also have no future prospects, so future job prospects. But
post-college.
But I'll be moving back to the Milwaukee area, and hopefully getting a job somewhere at some point, hopefully soon.
Same. I'm moving back to the Twin Cities, and we'll be looking for jobs. If anyone wants to hire me, hey. And I don't know if I'll stay in Minnesota. Maybe I'll stay there. Maybe I'll move somewhere else. I'm pretty open. I feel like now is the time to move if I want to move anywhere. So we'll see. But looking for jobs.
Awesome.
I think real quick I need to shamelessly plug that my cat is also coming with me. His name's Juniper. He's going to turn 1 on the 10th. So everybody should comment on the YouTube video wherever you're watching this and just spam in and say happy birthday, Juniper, for him.
I love it. Well, happy birthday, Juniper. That's exciting. And it sounds like, you know, the one thing we like to say to our graduates is you don't have to have everything figured out already. You know, you've got plenty of time. It may feel like, you know, you're like, okay, real world, like, but you've been in the real world. College may not feel like the real world, but you've done a lot of things that, you know, you haven't done before. It's just the next phase of your life. So you're moving into a season where, you know, you don't have to have all the answers, even though you might feel like you do. But, you know, those are my words of wisdom for you. I'd love to hear what your words of wisdom that you'd like to leave to incoming freshmen or current Blue Golds are as you head out.
I think the only thing that I'd say is just talk to people. Like, nobody is, like, that pressed, honestly. Like, if you're going to go up and, like, talk to someone, just say something. Like, nobody really cares that much. Everybody's going through the same thing that you are. And likewise, talk to your professors. Just treat them like they're people, and they'll do the same for you. That's it. Yeah. Just be chill. Like, you're cool.
Get involved in a good community, even if you join an org that you never thought you'd be interested in. If it's a good community, give it a shot, because that community might just become your one stable presence for the rest of your years.
I would say like two things. One thing that I've talked about a little bit in one of the readers earlier. Grades are not worth your mental health. An A attributed to how good you are, or a letter attributing how good you are, is not worth you stressing out and just not having like a social life, or not being able to function because you're so focused on grades. I focused on grades a lot in my first 2 years, and I've kind of like let it chill for a little bit, and things have been okay. I mean, we'll see. We still got one more week, but yeah, grades are not worth your mental health. As well as take a leap of faith, whether that's trusting somebody, taking somebody new in your friend group, joining a new friend group, joining a new club, whatever it is, take a leap of faith, because most likely it'll work out well.
Yeah, don't be afraid to take risks. And if you aren't passionate about the major that you chose, then don't be afraid to switch majors, especially early on in your first and second year. That's when you figure out if that's really what you want to do and not. So don't be afraid to switch it up and try something else, or try out a few different classes. And also, don't be afraid to sit alone, or to eat alone, or to not be with friends constantly, because no one's gonna look at you weird. No one's gonna think anything different of you. It's gonna be fine either way. Just don't be worried about stuff like that.
You don't have to be best friends with your freshman year roommate. And if you are, that's awesome. But you still want to make other friends outside of that.
It is not lame to go to your hall events. Okay?
Yes.
You will appreciate that as an RA.
I love it.
I met one of my best friends the first couple days of college. We walked to Olson's as a hall. Wouldn't have met her if I hadn't gone there. So go to those events and meet people there. It's a great way to make friends.
Awesome. Well, thanks, graduates. We really appreciate you all, and we're excited to see what you do when you go off to whatever adventures you have planned next. But I think that's all that we have for you tonight.
Join us next semester for your latest news updates and weather.
Make sure to check out TV10 on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. I'm Marissa Day.
And I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Alex Rubio. And from all of us here at BNN, from our amazing crew, reporters, directors, editors, and my fantastic co-host, who are all instrumental in this show's run and production, I'd like to say one last time, thank you and good night.